have to join political parties?
Oh yeah, absolutely. How do you get involved? Virtual? You must get involved.
But in that same Katsina, what you spoke about, the president did say to the people there, look, don't disgrace my party. Vote us because we've done the best that we can. And the feedback he said they got is the people say, yes, we will vote for you. But now you say that they see something completely different.
And you believe him. Let me tell you, our politics in Katsina has been vibrant from the beginning, since Tele before. We are not the people that anyone will say, vote for this. If President Muhammad Buhari himself raises his hand in Katsina, we will not vote for him. People are fed up. People are tired.
Did they lie to him that they will vote for him, his party?
Who said, this is the crowd, hired crowd, they brought them from Kano? We saw the buses.
From Kano?
Absolutely. Ganduje loaded them up from Kano, and these politicians do a lot of stuff. But so don't believe the optics. The reality is on the ground. So
what about the PDP? Don't they hire crowd themselves too?
No, we're not crowd hirers. We're real McCoy. We're real politicians.
I'm sorry I have to go back to this insecurity of a matter, because some people will say that, at some point, when we see insecurity on the ground and we have voices speaking up against it or looking for solutions to it, you have to ask what their interests are. Is it so that it can now become a sort of advantage for them in politics, or is it really because they're interested in helping to get solutions?
Question for me?
Indeed.
I have no joy in joining this politics. My joy is fixing the mess APCs live into this country. I have seen, first time, this is not somebody coming and telling me, a third of my state is under siege. I have never seen as much poverty as I have seen. Each time I go to Katsina, I come back, I'm heartbroken.
The abandonment which you speak of, would you say that it started today? Is it something that happened under the last 7 years, or is it something that has been building up over a while and maybe got to a head in the last 7 years?
Yeah, it's a broken politics. I mean, it's a broken politics. Politicians get into office not to serve, but to serve themselves and their families. We must change that paradigm, and you can only change it if you get into the trenches. And that's why we're getting into the trenches, because we see the sufferings of our people.
What are the solutions which your party is proposing? Because we've seen different solutions come up. For instance, for the Almajiris, in the time of President Goodluck Jonathan, there were schools, Almajiri schools built. Today, most of those schools have been abandoned. They are not in use. A number of them now serve as IDP camps, and some of them are really not in use. What exactly is the solution that your party is proposing to address the issue of insecurity, and also addressing the millions of children who are out of school who could eventually become fodder for this sort of insecurity in future?
Right. So this is when we were growing up. And I grew up the same time as Nasiru El-Rufai and Sheikh Gumi. We were in Zaria together in 1976. We didn't have flyovers. Leaders of that time invested in us. That's why I'm able to come to this studio and talk to you in big English. They invested in us. These were leaders we still pray for. Leaders of today, they don't have human investment. What they invest in is flyovers and tarmac. Do not invest in people. Out of school children, 20 million out of school children. 80 million of them are up across over the Niger. Us here. The Minister of Education himself, Adamu, said he's not proud of being the longest serving education minister because he's not been able to reduce that. So you have poverty, you have out of school children, you do not invest in poverty.